It's April, so that means it's draft season, and now it's time to shift gears and focus on the long-term future of the New Orleans Saints. I'm Nick Underhill, and you're watching The Dot, presented by Matt Bowers Auto Group. The Saints have a lot of questions to answer going into the draft, and the question is, how are they going to do it? The team right now in the first 4 rounds only has 2 picks, and that's pick 14 and pick 45, and they have major needs at left tackle, right tackle, pass catcher, and pass rusher, and they're not going to be able to address all those things with what they got. So the question is, what do they prioritize and what do they do about the rest of the needs? I think the focus starts at offensive tackle, and the team has a lot of questions to answer there, especially considering that Ryan Ramczyk is not expected to be ready maybe at the start of the season. So the team needs to at least prepare for that contingency and make sure that it can address both sides of the line. They have some answers in-house, and one place I think everybody's looking right now and hoping for the best is with Trevor Penning. But betting on him would be a little bit risky. So it wouldn't be a surprise to see one of those first 2 picks go towards one of those tackle spots. And then one of the things the team could do is sign a veteran after the draft. Mekhi Becton is still out there, and that's not necessarily saying he's a target, but the team has used that strategy in the past of signing people after the draft. And the reason for doing that is so that it doesn't affect the comp pick formula. When you sign players after the draft, it doesn't offset the players you lost in free agency. And if those guys play enough and are valuable enough, you get picks back. So that's just kind of a way of playing the system and making sure that you bring in players without having to lose that value that you might have coming to you. But offensive tackle is a huge need. Pass catcher is a huge need. And pass rusher might be if things don't go right with Chase Young. But there's only 2 picks here. So the team's going to have to get creative, and they're going to have to find a way to address all those needs while not mortgaging their future, which kind of has been the focus of this offseason. Keeping that future together, keeping it bright, and making sure you're setting up for something better long term. One way of doing that is making sure you hit on picks 14 and 45.